So I wanna change gears a little bit. We're gonna keep it in the MLS, but I also saw that people are talking about not just Miami, but St. Louis. So I want to hit some of the other headlines for
Okay.
MLS this week before we go into our predictions. What do you think about St. Louis? Are they worthy of being in the conversation with Miami, or are people just excited?
I think people are just excited. I don't think St. Louis. They're not bad. They are still very susceptible to the attack. Their defense is pretty shaky. They've allowed what 4 goals already in 2 games. Like,
Something like that. Yeah,
yeah, but
close.
they're
Three.
putting up points. But I will say, I mean, just like in the first game against Austin, they got kind of handed a gift. Same thing happened in Charlotte. The defender makes a complete utter mistake. He passes it straight back to the keeper, doesn't realize Klaus is there. He's able
Yes,
to
it was
chip
a
it right over the keeper.
horrible, horrible
But
error. So you can
yeah,
argue, and Charlotte's not a good team either. So that's what I think would be. I mean, you can say, oh, their first game, good job. That was a good win, even if you kind of got lucky. But now, you know, winning, at Charlotte, they have good support. It's a good away win. Or no, not at Charlotte, at
no,
home.
you're at
They were at home.
St. Louis.
They were
Did
at
you see
St.
the
Louis, even
tifo?
better. Wow. Yes, that's right. I completely forgot. So that's easy. So that's good for them. They're at home. Charlotte's not that good. They do have a decent squad, but I just don't think they're there yet. They're still a new team, so it's the two newest going up against each other. I think St. Louis are definitely on the right track. They have a perfect start. This is they can definitely qualify for the playoffs, but are they the best team in that conference? No, definitely not. And I don't think they're even top three. I don't think their defense is good
No,
enough, just like you said.
no, it takes time to mesh too. Like, I mean, there's no history with these players. Like, everybody's new. Everybody's like trying to figure this out. I wouldn't be surprised I mean, look at Austin. Austin, their expansion year, they were the worst team in the league. And then last year they get second in the Western Conference. They bring in a stud in Jerusi, added a couple more pieces, and then also had that foundation that was built in that first year to then like make a real push for the cup. I'm not saying St. Louis can make a push for the cup, but I do see a lot of similarities in between the two teams in their expansion year. I think St. Louis might perform better, and maybe they can even push for a playoff, like or that play in garbage that they're doing now. Um,
Yeah.
like, but I mean, the thing is when you believe you can do it, man, like that takes you a long way, and I feel like
They
those guys
definitely
in St.
have
Louis
it,
they
and they
rested,
have the support. Their fans, with that kind of support, anything's possible. I said that from the
dude.
beginning, and I
And
know
that team,
Tyler,
did you
if
see
he
the?
was here,
Did you?
he would say the same thing. Yeah, it was incredible. Everything about it, the tifo, the support. I think I told you this up in Tampa this weekend when I was watching the highlights. I felt like I was watching, like, if you muted everything and you blocked out the teams and blocked out all the jerseys and I couldn't see it 'cause it's just colors and people, then I would
Yeah,
think I'm watching a European game right now, some, English championship or, top league of Netherlands or something like that. Just some big European team and their nice stadium just going crazy and behind their boys. That's what we need. That's what America needs. And that's a good
and
look for the sport.
it's so crazy to think like all these teams, their own stadiums, their own like brand new facilities, and just being able to sell out crowds. Like every new expansion team that has came in has just like absolutely killed it. Like
Yeah, not
Charlotte, I feel
overbuilding the stadiums helps too.
I'm
Because some
afraid
teams can
Charlotte's
handle it. Some
yeah,
teams can handle it. Charlotte's been handling it. Charlotte has NFL stadium, they're filling it up. But these other teams like
yeah,
St. Louis building these nice stadiums in the city,
Austin.
that are, Austin especially, that really remind you of a stadium that you can find in Europe. They're not massive, fitting 80,000 people that you have to struggle to get into the stadium. You have 15 to 30,000 in some cases, depending on the team, of very passionate fans who are packed in together and chanting, and that's a great look for the MLS. So
Oh
that's
yeah,
that. So
because
we need that in St. Louis. That's definitely going to
I,
help them.
I'd
and
rather see
they're
a
not the only team
20,000
that has it.
seats. I'd rather see a 20,000 seat stadium packed to the house, chanting, stomping, than a 60,000 seat stadium that maybe has also the same amount, 20,000, but it looks so much more empty.
Yeah,
The
like
sound doesn't, the acoustics doesn't like hit the
an
same. It
example
doesn't.
of a team with a big stadium that doesn't work is New England.
Oh
They
yeah.
they they but they are trying to get a
And
stadium built, to be fair. But
supposedly they're
yeah,
trying to. Things have fell through. The one thing, real quick on that, say like Charlotte, they're killing it right now. But I'm afraid they're going to lose like the hype if they don't get better soon. Like they're looking bad. They're not looking good. And to see a team getting so much support, if like you got to take advantage of that, like from the jump. I get their expansion team. It's a hard league. Like there's so much parity.
and they
But
have
like,
decent
come on,
players.
you got
Their
to give
players
these
aren't
guys to
that
sign
bad,
up
but yes, they do need to get. They just don't have all the pieces yet. They're
because
just
I
not
feel like if you don't,
they're not
if
a
you don't,
cohesive team with playing with an identity. They're just kind of going
if
out there and hoping to score more goals on the other team.
because the thing is, if you don't strike while the iron's hot, like it could have long term effects. I feel like if St. Louis keeps on going on the run they're doing, that team will forever be a powerhouse. Like it's just gonna like in terms of support. But I'm afraid like for Charlotte, where it's like, man, if you continue to suck for like the next like 2 years, and your first 4 years are just bad, like Inter Miami, like that might affect the fan base. I don't know if they'll come back. I don't know. Like I feel like if you have a new team coming in and they come in just absolutely hot, taking the league by storm, like that stays with you, just like with Atlanta. Now Atlanta fits like 40 to 60,000 people every day, every game.